Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kapow, the crazy English people of wrestling. Hey guys, just me again tonight. Everyone's still crazy with life, but I did want to make time to at least see one movie this week before Captain Marvel comes out tomorrow, because that's obviously what we're gonna see tomorrow. And this movie I wanted to watch last week, just didn't have the time, but it's still in theaters and it's still pretty wide, so I want to make time to go see it today. Which is Keeping Up with the... no, it's not Keeping Up with the Family. That's a different movie. Fighting with the Family, which is the new WWE movie, that has a bunch of actors whose names I am completely blanking on right now. And it's been getting really good reviews, surprisingly, even though, like, the WWE films don't really have the best reputation in the world. And after seeing it, I fucking love this movie. I'm surprised by how much I liked it, quite frankly. I enjoy this movie quite a lot. Well, I'm gonna look up the actors, because I'm gonna refer back to them frequently throughout the course of this review. And I gotta figure out what else this main actress has done, because goddamn. Oh yeah, let's see. Florence Pugh, who's done a bunch of stuff I've never seen, so that's why I'm not really familiar with her. Anyway, so, sorry. So yeah, this movie is about a wrestler whose original name is Brittany, but eventually changes to Paige, as she and her brother had these big dreams of being professional wrestlers in the WWE. It's a dream shared by the whole family, including their parents, who are played by people. They're played by people with names. They're people I know. Played by Nick Frost and Lena Headey, who play their parents, and they both have great chemistry with each other. And they're both really, really funny. Both extremely talented actors. So I'm putting them together, just like, man, I kind of wish this happened sooner. But anyway, so it's about how Paige eventually goes into tryouts for the WWE with her brother, and she's the one that gets accepted in, and not him, and he gets all bitter about it. But and then it's all about her trying to actually become the member of the WWE and how she eventually gets there. It's a pretty straightforward story. It's not a whole lot of different beats. Like, it's not complicated, and it's definitely like it follows. Pardon me, I don't know where that came from. It definitely follows story beats you've seen before in movies. Like, this is not an original idea. It's not an original plot by any stretch of the imagination. It's the rags to riches, like a sports style story that you've seen a million times. But what does make it really good is the performances and the characters, all of which are like the acting for a WWE movie like this is so damn good, and quite frankly, better than the material deserves. And that's really what elevates the movie beyond its traditional trappings. Because Paige, who is played by Florence Pugh, I'm saying that right, it is so goddamn good in this. She is phenomenal. Like, I was surprised by how easily and how I was surprised by how easily it was to get me invested in her story, and about pretty much 99% of it was because of her performance. Because the writing, it's not bad, but it's kind of like, okay, we've been there, done that kind of routine. But the performance she gives here is so shockingly authentic, and she makes this character work for her. She owns this fucking character, and you believe every second of it, especially when you get to the finale, which is like her actual debut in the WWE. And I'm not gonna lie, I got a little misty-eyed, because again, the performance she's putting out there just feels so... Like, this is gonna be a weird comparison, but it's kind of like the concert scene from A Star Is Born, which is a comparison I didn't think I was gonna make tonight. But just in that, she's doing a great job of displaying all these complex emotions that feel real without having to say anything. And it's really a testament to her abilities as an actress to elevate what is, for all intents and purposes, a traditional sports movie. And honestly, that goes for a lot of the actors here. Like, Vince Vaughn plays the coach in this, and this might be my favorite Vince Vaughn performance. Granted, I'm not a big fan of Vince Vaughn, but credit where credit's due, he is really, really solid in this. Like, he plays a really good coach, and this is like, what, the third time I've had to say the past couple months, like, I would really like this actor more if they did more stuff like that than the stupid comedy shtick they usually do. Because Vince Vaughn is really good in this. He's really rootable, like, he acts like a jerk, but you get where he's coming from. You know that it's just the job, and he doesn't necessarily pull the whole, I believe in your kid, like, go get him, Rock. He doesn't necessarily do that. He's just doing his job, and he clearly sees potential in her, that he wants her to fulfill, but at the same time, he's still gonna do what he's gotta do as a coach, and he doesn't show any favoritism. He treats everyone the same way. It works really, really well. Like I said, Lena Headey and goddamn, Hetty. I cannot do names today. Yeah, Nick Frost and Lena Headey were great as a couple in this movie. They have such great chemistry together, and everyone in this movie has such great chemistry together. There's a lot of great ideas here. Zach. Like, I guess if I had to pick, like, one thing I was really kind of annoyed by in this movie, and it's a cliche that annoys me with a lot of the movies, so not necessarily this movie's fault, but it's definitely like, oh, God, we're doing this. It's the whole, excuse me. So the Zach, the brother in this movie, his whole plot line is that he's been pretty more passionate about the dream of wrestling than his sister is, and he's definitely got more of the ego for it. Like, he's picked out, like, the name was like Zach Zodiac or whatever, and he had like names moves after himself, that kind of person. And then when he doesn't end up getting it, he goes in a deep depression and gets really bitter towards his sister and really just locks her out. And the poor sister who's just trying to survive this brutal wrestling boot camp is trying to figure shit out while dealing with a pissed off brother who's pissed off by something that was in no way her fault. I did find myself annoyed by how long they dragged this out, because, like, it's one of those things, it's kind of like the liar revealed cliche. It's like, okay, you know where this is going. They're gonna, like, he's gonna mope, he's gonna dope, he's gonna be an unlikable jerk for a good portion of the time. Then they're gonna talk about it, they're gonna have the big yelly conversation, and then they're gonna work it out, and then they're gonna be brother and sister again, and he's gonna help her find her courage to go through the final, and that's exactly what happens. It's not to say it's done bad, and again, it really shows, again, how good the performances are, that it still works despite how much that cliche annoys me. Yeah, I think the movie has like 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it totally fucking deserves it. I really had a good time with this. It's fun, it's like, it doesn't have like the best cinematography or production value in the world, but then again, it's also a WWE film, so I'm not really expecting much to begin with. These are still the guys who made The Masked Saint, so I'm giving them a little leeway in that one. Like, and even then, if it has a good story and it has a good character and it has a good message, like, shit like that's not gonna bother me that much, and it didn't. Like I said, I really had a good time with this. I think it has its heart in the right places. I think the performances are rock solid. Everyone here works. Yeah, outside of that one cliche, though, I honestly can't think of a whole lot else that bugged me, so this might be a short review, but I really, really liked this movie. Go figure. Like, I'll say, even Dwayne Johnson, for like the 2 scenes he's in, also has a lot of fun with what he's given. And that's another important fact in the movie I think I should give credit for. Everyone's having a good time, and it shows, especially like in the early scenes when you see like Zach and Brittany like wrestling with the family business and doing like teaching the kids in the gym how to wrestle, and like including the blind kid who I guess goes on to become a professional wrestler. That's kind of cool. Or just them talking with each other, or introduce himself to like Zach's girlfriend's parents, all that stuff. There's a lot of fun scenes that definitely fall into cliche categories, but because the performances are so good, you're willing to overlook a lot of that stuff. It comes back to what I always say, like, sure, everything's kind of been done before, but that doesn't mean you can't do them well. And everything is really done really well here. And it definitely follows the flow and the narrative twist you expect from a sports movie, but you still feel triumphant at the end. You still feel the completion of Paige's arc through the movie, and you feel the completion of the brothers' arc, Zach's arc for the movie. It all really works, even though, like I said, I keep bringing this point up. It is cliche, but it's just so damn likable. it's so damn likable, and it's hard not to root for her. even when both of them are kind of being jerks, it's kind of hard not to root for them. And it does come around, and it's a feel-good sports movie. And if that's your bag, you're gonna like this movie. I know I sure as hell like this movie, and I don't really even do sports films all that much. But it leaves a really, really damn good finale, I think, and a really good emotional payoff. And it is one of the few times I did stay a little bit after the credits to like figure out what the real people were like, and apparently they actually did a pretty good job of like nailing like screen to real life to screen adaptation. I don't know how much of the actual story is real, but the people in it sure seem pretty damn close. So there's that. Yeah, I can't think of what else to talk about. I really like this movie. I'm really glad I made time to go see it, which is good because I've had to postpone everything else this week to make room for this and Captain Marvel. So next week we're gonna do Greta and Medea. So we're gonna go to that shit, which means I'm gonna be devoid of joy for after this week's over. Yay! Pardon me, guys. I don't know what is in the air right now, but it's fucking my sinuses. Yeah, I had a great fucking time. I love this movie. I thought it was great. So trailers. I guess it's gonna be a short one, guys. Is there even the trails I've gotten that are new? There's one new trailer I got from this, and it's a doozy. So I guess that one might be enough to stretch this out for an extra few minutes, because again, this is really short. I got a trailer for a movie called Little, which I guess is supposed to be clever, because it's trying to play itself as, like, reverse Big. You get it? Big. What's the opposite of big? Little. That about summarizes my feelings on the film, because it's all about this obnoxious boss who's really bitchy and mean to everyone around her. So some little girl says, "I wish you turned to a little girl so you can know what it's like to be people can push you around." And that's exactly what happened. You can turn to a little girl, and she creepily hits on her hot teacher, which I guess is supposed to be funny. Yeah, if the genders were reversed in that role, that joke would not work. I mean, that's like the one thing that has not aged well in Big at all. is the romantic relationship in that film. So that shit's like, I'm not sure you guys are making jokes about this, guys. This is like, ew. Kind of like double standards movie. God, I'm so sorry, guys. I know it's gross. See, that movie looks fucking awful. And I got that trailer for the other really pretentious movie, The Sun Is Also a Star, which is that trailer just makes me roll my goddamn eyes so much I can see my frontal lobe. Because that's the one I think I mentioned in a previous video, where it's all about a girl who's like all science-based, and then she meets the poet, and instead of just talking to him like a normal person, or really these don't seem to have any like real conversation at all, now I think about it. Granted, it's only a trailer, but still, she goes, let me guess. What are your poems about? No, like, what are your poems about? Oh, let me guess. Love. I don't believe in love. And then he goes, I bet I can make you fall in love with me in one day. And she goes, you have 1 hour. And then they go out to coffee. Oh, Jesus, this fucking movie. And then he goes up, just a tirade of just pretentious bullshit. Of her, like, of just going like, it frustrates me to even talk about it. But like, have that whole sequence in the coffee shop they show in the trailer where he is like, there are 3 components of love that I think are most important, or that important. The ones that are important to me are communication, friendship, and that X factor. And she goes, what's that X factor? Is like, don't worry, we got it. Which like might be a good line if it's like played sarcastically, but I feel like it's played dead fucking straight. Like, really? That's what you're going with? That's your line. All right. Oh, fuck. And then to top it all off, he fucking negs her. At least I think it's what the term is called. If I'm using that right. He fucking negs her, and starts going off about like, when you be so cheesy, or what do you say? What did you say, kimchi? Or I don't know. Either way, he tries to like say like convince her that she's saying something racist, and then she goes like, "Well, I didn't say anything. Like, you know exactly what I said, so don't wait for an apology." And he goes, "Oh, I'm waiting for something, but it's not an apology." And this is played straight. This is played as totally romantic. This dumb fucking one-liner at a bar is played dead fucking straight. That movie's gonna be this year's life itself. I'm calling it right now, and it might be worth watching when it comes out in May, just to watch how much of a total fucking train wreck it is. But man, right now, the more I think of this movie, the more it pisses me off and makes me laugh at the same time. And those are the only two trailers we're talking about. Everything else I've talked about a million times. So, yeah. We're gonna see Captain Marvel tomorrow. Otherwise, find out with the family. Go see it. I really liked it. Which is not something I thought I'd say from a WWE film. So yeah, this past couple week's been full of surprises. Sweet. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.